Here's how I know you always finish in third or fourth place in fantasy football. The first reason, your goal was to have the best regular season record and have the most points scored. I know it's kind of a weird way to think about it, but the best record in fantasy during the regular season doesn't always mean you're going to win your fantasy championship. And just because you scored the most points doesn't mean you have the best team entering the fantasy playoffs. Having the most points during the regular season is nice, but if that includes a player who just recently got hurt, or maybe a couple players who had strong starts to the season, does that really mean you have the best team? The second reason is that you're probably really close. You just panic switch the players on game day. You do so good all week long. You know the matchups, you do your homework, you know the weather, you know the injury report, and then 3 minutes before kickoff, you're panicking over two players and you switch out the wrong one. The third reason is that you probably gave up on a stud way too early in the season. In football, sometimes players are streaky. Your stud player might have had 3 bad weeks, and that's the person you're blaming for your losing streak. You're a pretty good fantasy player, but you get impatient if your guys aren't performing. More than likely, you're chasing the runs. You're looking for players who've had 3 or 4 good games, and you're trading away or dropping players who've had 2 or 3 bad games. The fourth way I know you always come in third place, you didn't plan ahead for the fantasy playoffs. You know, luck is a factor in the fantasy playoffs, but there's a lot of groundwork you have to put in even before the fantasy playoffs come. If you're tired of finishing in third and fourth place, follow your boy. We win championships over here, baby.